Let's talk about the role that pornography plays in a man publicly exposing himself to women at work. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I want to respond to Mary's question on my post. She says, what role do you think pornography plays in these fantasies where men just sort of show up at work in various stages of undress in front of women? Honestly, that should be another video. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I've spent, several years working with sex offenders and sexual predators and those who committed crimes against persons. I'm going to say something, it can be highly controversial. I definitely think porn, especially for people who become addicted to it, helps to allow men to live in fantasy, and also allows men to believe that they're in control. But I don't know that porn it can play some part in it, but I don't think it's a major part. And I did another video on what I think the major reasons why I think men do this. But here's how I do think that pornography shows up. First of all, pornography is fantasy, right? And it's like, oh, okay, but I can control women. But more importantly, I think when men watch porn, they misunderstand what they are watching. Men look at that and they think of that as like, oh, women really are into this, when most women, those women that are on porn, are paid actresses. They are not someone who typically enjoys having sex like that. Sex never really does look like that. Women don't always enjoy sex like that. And men use pornography as a way to get lost in fantasy, right? It's like their steamy adult novel, right? Women read the novels and kind of get caught up in those romance novels with the fancy dancy pictures on it. Men look at pornography, but more importantly, men look at porn as a way to learn how to have sex. So it allows them to escape in their fantasy, and men sort of mimic what they see on pornography. That's why you have a lot of women, these men that are out here on these dating sites and things like that are out here having these random hookups. That's where they're learning how to have sex from. They are doing it, and that's why a lot of women think the sex is so trash, because that he's not into you. He's trying to mimic what he's watched on that VHS tape, on that digital download, on that porn. But it allows men to stay in isolation and sort of mimic and get off on something that they can control without human interaction. Porn is like AI before AI, if that makes sense. So they're kind of alone in the room. They're sort of beaten off to it, or they're getting off to that, but they're not getting human connection. And that's a way, it's kind of like a cheat code to essentially have sex without having sex, because you don't have to do the work or any sort of labor to have a real woman. But they're also sort of practicing moves from what they learn from pornography. They're not really learning about what it takes to have a real connection with a woman. But I think, again, the reasons why men do approach women in this delusional fashion is because they actually covet the power that women have.